You think after like almost a year, I would learn where the record button was on this camera, but I don't know. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I've mentioned before in brief passing, which is the idea of letting art go. Not just like selling prints, but like selling the actual artwork itself. For the longest time, you guys are really far back. Do you want to be closer? For the longest time, I was the kind of artist that would hoard all of their artwork. And what I mean by hoard is anything that I made would get put into a portfolio that would then get put into a corner that then would collect dust. And no one would see it, and it would be gone from the public record forever. And the only person who knew about it was myself. So I had a big problem with this, especially in college. I wouldn't let anything go. Even when people wanted to buy something from me, I just couldn't let it go. And now, I don't know where any of my college stuff is gone. It's somewhere in this house. Who knows where? I certainly don't. I would love to know, but I don't. I guess hoarding it was still a bad idea. Okay, focusing. I'm gonna have to deal with that. Anyways, hoarding art and not showing it to anybody. I was very self-conscious in college about everything that I made, and showing anything was like rubbing my face across barbed wire. It was horrible, and I hated it a lot. So I just kept it all. And the biggest piece I've ever made is 25 feet by 84 inches tall. And I still have all of it. It is in PVC tubes, 2 pieces to each tube, so I have 5 tubes of this thing. And each tube weighs about, I don't know, 8 pounds. So it's like 40 pounds, 50 pounds to move these PVC tubes to have this art piece in it. And it's too big to show, it's too big to sell, and nobody wants to see it anyways because it was pop culture based. And it took place between 2010 to 2015. And so everything that's on there is old and out of date and just doesn't really apply anymore. The only thing that applies to it now is just how big it is. And that's it, because I showed it for my senior piece and then I tucked it away and never tried to show it ever again. And now no one wants to see it, which really, really sucks. Like, it sucks a lot. But that's what I did. And now I feel like for the rest of my life, I have to lug around 50 pounds of old art that no one wants to see or buy or care about because I couldn't let it go. And experiencing having to carry this thing around with me forever, kind of like a big, huge weight on my chest forever, is really daunting. I have no idea how to get rid of it. I just have it forever. And it sounds like I'm really very bitter about this piece. I'm not bitter about it. It was a very informative piece in how I do my artwork now. It helped me get past a whole bunch of art problems that I had, and it was really and truly a pure expression of myself. So I'm really glad I did it. I'm just upset with the fact that I have to hold on to it and I can't share it with other people and have other people enjoy it too. That sucks. That sucks a lot. I've been carrying it around since 2015 and it's heavy and it's in the way and it's just dead art. And it feels terrible to have it just be dead art because I spent so much time and my own energy and my own self working on it. Because it's so much part of me, even though it's all like pop culture based and appropriation based, I think that's why I wasn't able to let it go at all, because it felt too much like letting myself go in a way. But now that I've had a lot of space from it, like 7 years? 7 years, yes, 7 years. I can do math off the top of my head. Don't worry about it. So 7 years, I've been able to distance myself from this piece, and it no longer speaks to me the same way that it did. But I can't find a buyer for it, and I can't find anyone that will give up that much wall space for it to be seen by other people. So that's just my bad, and I have to deal with that probably for the rest of my life, just carrying this big old hunkin' piece of dead art around forever. Now, when I make art, I still put myself in it, but at the same time while I'm making it, I have to keep in the back of my mind, this will be seen by other people, you will not hoard this, and you will get rid of it. or sell it. I keep saying get rid of. I mean sell. That's what I mean. I mean selling the artwork to someone who really, clicks with it and really wants it. That's even more exciting than making the piece itself. The idea that someone else is interested, like that's really, really exciting. And that's something that I really want to push towards. Right now, no one's buying any of my original artwork, probably because I suck. And that kind of sucks to figure out, but I'm still gonna make stuff even if nobody wants it, because at least I made it and it's something that I wanted to make. Sorry, I'm not being very clear, am I? So, the main topic, selling artwork, letting go of artwork. There's a big problem with letting go of artwork because it's kind of like, my baby, oh no, you're taking my baby from me. But in order to really get past that, you just have to do it. You just have to start selling something, selling anything. I would suggest, and what really got me okay with selling original artwork was I made prints of all the artwork that I had, and people have been buying the prints, and so it proves to me that people are interested in what I'm doing, even though no one wants to buy original work. I want to say yet, but I don't know if it was ever gonna happen. But starting out small, selling prints, applying to shows. Shows have definitely helped me kind of step away from my artwork a bit and let other people enjoy it more. Applying to any kind of show that you can is a really good idea. Even if you don't get in, just the process of entering artwork is good practice. So I would definitely say that that's helped a lot. Has been a really rewarding, slightly frustrating experience, but other people, it makes sense statistically. This word. It makes sense that other people will like my art too. And the more I show it, the more people have the opportunity to like it. So go out there and show your stuff, kids. Even if you think it's not good, just go ahead and try. The worst thing that could happen is they say no, and if you can't handle someone saying no to you once, you're never gonna be able to get by in life, because a lot of people say no to you. That's my old artsy fartsy, advice. Thirsty. Yeah, it's hard, and it can be really frustrating, but you just have to let go. The tips and tricks of like making prints, applying to shows, just having artwork on display, all those things are good tricks and tips, and you should do that. Go ahead and just do it. Have fun and just do it and say fuck it and just try. But at the end of the day, you really just have to let go. And you have to force yourself to be like, all right, it's gone. I've let it go. You just gotta let it go, man. You just gotta let it go. And that's hard and that's tough, but at the end of the day, that's what you gotta do. Because otherwise, what you've made is just gonna go into a folder, goes in a portfolio, sits in the corner, collects dust, and then no one gets to see it. And that's a tragedy because you've put so much work and effort into this piece, and you have, as an artist, you have such the ability to really communicate with people. You have the opportunity to really show people something, to communicate with them, to bring joy to people, to bring interest to people. And that's almost a responsibility as an artist. It's what you do, it's what you do. And it's almost selfish hiding away your artwork. Wow. Water burp, that's disgusting. Disgusting! But it's almost selfish in a way because you made it, you got to play with it, and now you're just keeping it for yourself and not letting anybody else play with it. It's kind of like not sharing, I don't know, your toys or something. That's a bad example. Really and truly, you make artwork for yourself, but you make it in a way that other people can enjoy it too. And there are so many people out there in the world that have different tastes, have different ideas about art and what makes good art, what makes bad art. that really, if you just make art only keeping yourself in mind and showing it, making it like really personal and showing it, undoubtedly somebody else is going to connect with it, because, you know, we're all, you know, we're a species. Even if you're like, I don't want to do advertisement, I don't want to do marketing, I don't want to go into making art and thinking, oh, how am I going to sell this? What do I have to do to make people sell this? Like, you don't need to do that. Just make the art that you want to make, show it wherever you can, and then an audience will come to it. There are people that walk by art and don't even look at it, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that do stop and look at things. So, share your work. And if you manage to sell something and it goes to somebody who can love it, that's fantastic. Because at the end of the day, don't you want somebody to enjoy your work? Don't you want to have the recognition? Don't you want to have the feeling of accomplishment that comes with knowing that your piece was special enough to someone else that they were willing to buy it from you? And they have it hung in their house, apartment, condo, whatever. They thought it was special enough that they want to look at it on a daily basis. And that's a really good feeling. It's a very intoxicating feeling. Sorry, I just went for a walk. I'm thirsty as a horse. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to say right now. This is kind of a shorter vlog, maybe. I haven't been paying attention to how many minutes I've been vlogging or talking. We'll see. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to say for now. If anybody has any other tips and tricks or opinions or whatever, let me know. I do read all comments. I get very few comments, which is probably why I'm able to read all of them. But yeah, if this happens to find somebody that's curious or has an opinion, you know, hi, welcome. Talk about art stuff here and other stuff, whatever. So yeah, hey, that's just my way of how I unburden myself of my artwork. Okay. I gotta find a better outro.